Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. 48 Sports Davis joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
He's got it. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay. Well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Dances away. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Looking down the middle. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Still on his feet at the 45. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw and make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it.
Thank you.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback checking the play.
6.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. To throw, it's Sanders. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a...
That's a bad throw. I know, but I can't just force the Travis, man. I can't just force the Travis.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. The defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, not pretty.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football, Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Milroe. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like the punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory.
I don't know on the mic.
Go for it and you fail and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Quarterback adapted. Unleashes one.
I was still kind of scared.
Buffaloes reeled it in and just made the house call.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
Come on here, greasy.
Here comes that Alabama offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Safe completion on the screen. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
You better do that.
With the catch, it's Henderson. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying, and a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. They want to throw it. Unloads
good luck.
to the wideout.
Oh, this game, man.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man.
I want him to throw the Travis.
Second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they did tack on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch.
Sticky.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He makes a catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wide out in motion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on first down. He finds his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Extending the play.
So we just gotta get through.
Get rid of that.
Have a good kicker.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on.
Great catch.
No harm, no foul.
Great catch.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right.
Fantastic catch. Great throw.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Adam will start bouncing all crazy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30.
So,
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. At the 45 on his way. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Might as well give it to him again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole
Hold on,
is.
going great.
Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Quarterback checking off. From the red zone, looking for a space. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down.
That is 6.
Getting it into the end zone. give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Okay.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones.
That is
D-linemen
6.
staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it on the move. And they'll stop him inside the
And it's
5,
dumb
but
defense.
The defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Bucks. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exit. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So
Got that run game going.
take care of their business.
But 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left
Dummy.
in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together.
He actually has, I think, too. So.
And get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Looking to throw, it's Milrow.
At the running back.
Trying to get behind the defense.
Look at that.
He's got it downfield for a
It's
huge
fake catches by these receivers.
Getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here.
Looking for a deep man. And he's got it inside the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. That's it, 5.
There we go.
He fires
Dummy.
back across the field, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and his
Game over.
defense gets the ball back for its own.
Burger.
The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Hornet, Kosar, Testaverde.
Sure.
It is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll turn to Martinez. At the 35, he's loose. And he breaks into the open. The 20. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house.
Touchdown, defense.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what...
Voice sad, but I ain't using no Bama. It's Dookie.
Drive, you hand the football off, making the
88?
explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense set on first down. Quick strike complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Alabama pushing the tempo.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're
Must be
matching
fast.
him up against
Weird numbers.
linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Yeah, not actual defense now.
Timeout is the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Probably one of these dumb plays to the running backs.
29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. On the option. Now the toss.
Option. Burger.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the
I didn't put that up. Put that on.
If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And they tacked on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think Jesse maybe give it to him again, or you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the right.
I actually threw to the wrong.
Taking it
There we
the
go.
other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Lining up to tack one
Could have
more
just threw
on
it
that
at the
lead.
hitch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fair catch called for and made. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking to pass. It's Ward. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Using the
All day.
game. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. And that defense
that man got
pushing him out
speed.
of bounds
Tough.
after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just it makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the Canes will hustle to the line. Scanning the field, it's Ward. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our
That's a terrible throw. That's really a terrible throw.
He's at the 10. And he's stuck through the crowd, and he'll house it.
And I even switched it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Power football with the run. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They're going to ride this running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Saying this defense, think you need? Hey, get out of it.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Hurricanes will have a first down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Looking left.
It's open.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Whoa, does he turn that one? And it's
Oh my Lord, Cam, like, come on.
They're staring at 3rd.
2 in a row?
From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Fletcher. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Canes will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's
Burger.
right inside the 10. Touchdown, Kane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
He has so much speed in so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop defenses. You're just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get us?
He'll off
Good
one
luck.
deep down the left side.
Wow.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Flying out to the left. And he'll take
That's
it
a
all the
crazy
way.
throw.
They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That's really a crazy throw.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this?
That's really a crazy throw.
Play wide receiver.
It's a bad throw.
Design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are
31
easier
is slow.
throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Stop.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Martinez on the carry. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Ward. Trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. The short hands, it's George. Oh, they knock it free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Stop. Stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been... At the 16. Take the touchback.
That does not the defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Right through his hands and
nonsense. Bad throw.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Takes a hit as he fires.
I got the purple right there too. Like,
bring him down after he rips off a huge
with the purple right there. Like,
in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The option look. He'll toss it. At the 45.
oh, it's trash. No way.
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd.
Real trash.
Touchdown, Bama.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays.
Had the perfect coverage with the purple. He didn't, purple didn't play it.
He'll call for the fair catch here.
Purple literally didn't play that.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even
hit the afterburners, kid. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to pass, it's Ward. Got his man on the right.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On second down, he'll fire. Unloads it left. And that ball is picked up.
Terrible.
Trying to take it back.
Comeback route was terrible.
After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back.
A good offense. They just not getting no stops. I should have had stops already.
Opportunity to make the play. You got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Motion from the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Trash.
And it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Tell me, don't use Clemson against Bama.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Fair catch called for and made. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score.
Yo, okay, what's wrong? Like,
You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can.
how many throws you gonna miss?
More than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He's got him this time. At midfield, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking downfield, it's Ward. He's right on target. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I'd run him back.
Yards on that one.
Off the mic, bum.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He wants to throw it again. Gets it out quickly. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Restrepo. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Restrepo. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pulls it in the end zone.
He danced. Oh,
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Boy, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45.
that's dirt.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect them.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Running back goes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Oh, it looks as if...
They're only.
And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Here comes that Alabama offense. Here comes the option. The pitch. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job.
Looking for the end zone.
That's trash.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing without...
This guy's cooking.
Trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Makes the grab inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on 1st down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be
killed me.
And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Running toward the
Trash. I'm telling you.
He's at the 20.
The angles they're taking college.
Put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Nice job reading the coverage on the drag route, too. If it's man coverage, he's going to continue to move. You got to let him fight through the wash in the middle of the field, put it out in front of him, and let him turn it upfield.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He'll ride his man on the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Tide!
Oh, this guy's dirt.
Here comes the 2-point try. Wants wants to throw. It's Milrow. Makes a grab over the middle.
And I think a lot of people are going to go, why do you run the route short? You know, like you got to run that route into the end zone so when he catches it, he gets credit for the two-point play. But they're stopped short, no points.
Spy pick.
And that is not the optimal solution.
So
there.
trash.
Out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit
I'll run into you, Clemson. Oh.
Offense in an empty set.
Dirt.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got him, and nobody's close.
But you think you can get the ball back?
But a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And he's down
In the ball.
making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. After the short completion, it's now second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, wants to throw. Finds a man by himself. Oh, look out on the right. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the two-point conversion, and that's just a little window dressing as this game is over. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Clemson boys. Score, but that defense bad for the season. You never get it.
Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway.
Awful.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the give off the left side. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking.
Oh, Lord.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Only #1 team in this game.
Offense lining up for a first down play.
It's because of these 2 sweats right here.
They'll give it to Johnson.
Oh, you lucky. Up.
Nice.
About Waters.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. The Gators are in the
I know Lagway can run. And that number 11 regular guy, Woods.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. He'll pull it down and run.
He's cool with me.
First down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Makes the grab. It's
That's
Johnson.
fine with me. 4 yards.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
On second down, looking again to throw.
Oh yeah, we got to get out of the match. That type formation.
Throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Eric Carter.
To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's open. He works his way inside the 30.
Did you drag routes everywhere?
And picks up a first down.
All right.
Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field.
Ah, boy, my boy tired.
Didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both
Thank you.
knew it was zone.
There we go.
And the pass is intercepted.
Good job. You tall.
Much on that
Oh, he
return,
tall.
but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline.
Regular tight end.
Changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Are they deep?
Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Klubnik.
Regular fast guy.
Complete. And they'll finally get him
Let
down.
that man cover the ball.
Terrific pickup.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Show me pretty much. Yeah.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Actually need to use him a little more so Mafia don't get tired.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet.
They don't fumble like that in college.
Solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And move.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss.
Thank you.
He's got it, and they convert. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play on that fourth down.
It's Haynes.
He had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Here comes the offense.
I was like, I hope the underneath person don't just grab it.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
Yep.
My goodness, this offense has got to roll. They might put up a 50 burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik.
Oh, I had circle.
Got him downfield.
Sheesh.
And chunk plays are the name of the game.
He smoked him.
Before the defense finally makes the stop. Now the quarterback
I don't know if it's gonna happen
changing the
again.
original play call. Now from inside the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's Maffa.
Get off me, dummy.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got to get.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
So I can see my record with Clemson. They don't lose with these boys.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Oh, wait.
Has the ball back, and here comes the offense. running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate.
That's a catch.
And get them the football.
What?
Down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best player's got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Oh my Lord.
Takes it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not.
That boy read that like a book. Team. Top team. That's how I did this for the Ohio State, and I couldn't get a stop. Okay. Perfect matchup. Need to be that same guy too.
Welcome everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Regular Clemson boys. Ole Miss too.
Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A first down for the offense.
What else?
To the air. It's Milroe. Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
All right. Guys like you. Just want to run all day with this guy. Okay.
Season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the
crazy block
throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing too, I love the swag bags personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football.
Don't press him.
Bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time. But playing in games
Get him.
So much history.
Dang.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And I like this. I like
Should have
the
dove.
aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense.
Not rolling out.
With analytics. Go for it, even if it's in
It's
your
that
own zone.
dangerous guy. Oh, he
Pulls it in. It's Williams. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Leaves it with the back. And he makes
Take
the
it.
stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Handoff to the lone back.
Good
They'll
tackle.
give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are turning into longer runs.
That's great coverage. And he was doubled.
Catches, plenty to give him a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Miller with the ball.
Never that.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage.
In the
And
middle.
they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first.
Stretch and roll out.
Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line.
What is that?
The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down for this offense.
Let Ryan Williams go. They're going to even fake on the next game.
At the 35, he's loose. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, you know, being physical.
Oh, you're not using Campbell?
If this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game.
You're not using Jahad Campbell. That's beast.
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. What squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Pressure coming. And the Heat gets
So this is a
home.
match.
They knock him down back at the 45.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Coming after.
I had X. Oh my lord, it's alright.
They make the
Tight end
stop
wide
right
open.
there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air.
Match, dummy.
Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it.
Dummy.
On the run and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open.
Watch 44.
He's not throwing it away, he's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Works his way to the 4-yard line and they'll have it first and goal.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be
Might need to
sexy,
block, buddy.
I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down line.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Still looking, on the move. And he's sprinting, he'll take it all the way.
Regular go.
Touchdown, Clemson.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he tacks on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. They got the late touchdown on the board now, about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.
All right, just watch out for this. Where he at? Oh, that guy's fake.
They need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute.
No, dummy.
They've got to score points there, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He'll pull it down.
Need to make him fumble.
Forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page.
Just back up against him.
Here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the
They
board.
throw a screen.
Wants to throw on third down.
Ah, trash. And they're gonna make.
Still on his feet at the 45.
I don't want to blitz this guy, but I might have to.
But not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open.
I'll have to get that. I never see what's fake.
Sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
That's not gonna press.
With first and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown!
Oh my lord, that's terrible.
For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, Just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
He'll call for the fair catch here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll throw it on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Hauls it in. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break.
Who are you?
Ready to start
French? That's
the
beast.
Alabama will kick it off. Fair catch called for and made. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out. You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Maffa.
God, Maffa.
Turns it on in midfield.
Off me.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to
Go
try
tight
and
end.
get the ground game established, David.
I'm gonna need you out the way, buddy.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Going with the ground game left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage.
I came untouched.
Right through the line and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like,
It's still matched.
You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Oh, no.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's the thing. I don't got my beast tight end here.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wide out. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Drops it.
Just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Milroe.
Telling you, like, God's dirt.
He can move. He'll try to do it himself. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Just masterful working that
This receiver, boy.
getting the toe down for the catch. These two guys, and wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Tide with the 1st and 10. The give is to Miller. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe.
He finally taking 3. Touchdown gave up. Terrible.
To want to keep 3rd downs management. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Now they'll run it to the right here. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
I don't want to run through that. I have no choice.
It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the
I gotta
line.
watch this dirty receiver.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Even over the top, too.
But it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Just about set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. It's complete to the right. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Clemson is quick to the line.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
They want to just keep throwing it. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field.
Regular guy.
Matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now defense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. To the air, it's Klubnik.
Here we go. Thank you.
They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let him throw the football. Make him throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and management. So much easier on the offense.
Incomplete
This
on
game.
4th down, and man, did they need to...
Oh boy, I'm telling you, Dookie Alabama team. Back to me. Get it. See, are we home or are we on the road?
Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see,
Yeah, that number 10 guy can't be on this guy.
The Alabama Crimson Tide taking on the
It's too fake.
ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. So much for the touchback. Here he comes.
There we go. Thank you.
Gets it across the 20 to the 20.
All right. Thank you actually for doing that. This guy can't be my best corner. Terrible. Exactly. That's the best corner. Fast guys on the team not playing. 6'2", that's the only good thing.
What he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
Okay. Don't touch tight end, go.
Line gets set, first down.
Come much tight end with this team. Waters.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let
Back to the same play.
Where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offensive quarterback position. It's so funny, you know. I think back to guys like Greg Mack.
Y'all gonna do this one play all game?
That may or may not have unfairly been.
All right.
tabbed as game managers, and then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position, and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams.
There we go.
And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided.
That was a burger.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Flushed out of the pocket.
Thank you. Can we get the ball?
Man, those are bad plays. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the ball, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls out.
Well, spies, but I have to for this big dummy.
Looking for an open area to his left.
Fumble.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Great job rallying the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
This offense has moved into plus territory.
Our two
and they
best.
Want to keep the heat on. They'll go for
Wow.
it on 4th down. Across the 25, he's got room.
Two best linebackers were off the play.
Everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
My guy's back in there.
By the defense, it's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass.
What?
With the catch, it's Williams. They get him down after he makes the catch. 2nd down coming up on this.
Some nonsense.
They'll give it to the back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
Telling you.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll
Trash.
down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
A sap on this team?
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. Running behind that left side. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup for 4.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Quarterback extends the play.
Oh, because they probably going to make me fumble. That's not a 1st down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down in inches. Nice job by getting the 1st down. Always fall forward. Play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to fire to the left. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter.
Oh, it's a dirty team. So he was an Ole Miss.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Across the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Now on the option.
I definitely pitched the ball. Get off the mic.
The
Oh,
defense
yeah.
really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
Wait, buddy.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the
Let's go.
receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to
Wow.
execution, too. Did a nice job out of the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line. So they just need to be a little
Yeah, this dirty quarterback, man.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important.
All right.
You got to put the
I don't want to, but you got to be on the spot.
down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Moving out of the pocket.
Oh.
Quarterback all over the place, trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
Yeah, it's so risky against this fast, dirty cornerback.
He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. You put it all on display.
Oh.
To throw, it's Milrow. Hit as he throws.
Yeah,
No
I'll do that.
close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I don't know if I want to do that again.
A lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for
There we go. Thank you. Nice. Freaking all these sacks.
Sack at the 20. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the return, it's Williams. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense.
He just played nothing but, man.
Keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action. It sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
On second down, looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Connection to the right. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down.
Actually, you supposed to be on killing. Yeah.
He's looking to throw it.
I force or not. Yep.
They're bringing heat.
I threw it so late.
Man, it's Williams. Knocked down at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I got no timeouts. I'm not being dumb about this. No.
This is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Splits the uprights. Good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful.
He really shouldn't have did not to your stiff arm, man.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to get the perfect play on just to get a first down.
That's nothing but man coverage.
Just trying to get guys out in space.
I don't mind it.
If you break a tackle, maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Trying to get to him. Moves away as he feels pressure. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back,
what?
you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed.
That is ridiculous.
First step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Here we go. Oh, on me. They don't even have 5 good corners. Like,
that's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first.
I'll let you clock on this dummy.
He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. And now a fresh set of downs.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Looking for space. It's Haynes. And
what was that?
Like, defense, and they rise to the challenge.
About firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. nowhere to run.
Flushed out of the pocket. And there was no way
I had to
go
run him
for
back.
this quarterback, and down he goes. The Tigers in the hurry up. Quarterback checking the play.
I don't think he's playing underneath.
On fourth down, looking for the completion.
Gets bumped.
And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first down, and ultimately get some points.
Runs through the tackle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break.
Please.
Snap it to the back. Smashes through.
Boy.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Had on
What? Like,
get some push.
that's a tackle.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Take 3.
When the
Ball of
running
the night.
back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. He's got him in the flat. And he cruises his way to the house.
And I pass commit, so it should have been a pick.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And the extra point was good, and we are all
7.
tied up in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring
Definitely
toss.
gotta get the run game going.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to
there we go.
Success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, the running back has it.
There we go.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running game. They get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now he's looking to throw it. And the physical play there
Gotta move that.
forces the incompletion on first down.
It's really hard to dial up big completions vertically down the field. At this juncture in the game, it's the 4th quarter, and the defense is playing with extra DBs on the field. They know you're going to throw it. Ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Drills him with the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion.
To the middle of the field.
Looking for a crease. It's Maffa. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And a second kneel down as they drain the clock, and the field goal kicker will come on with a chance to win it. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this will be for the win. And it's good. He nailed it. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call. And the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another
Don't even have
presentation of EA Sports College.
multiple good corners. I mean, did what they had to do. 1650. Do it head to head then. Enzo.
The Beavers will get us started with the kickoff.
Disrespectful.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Getting set for first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
Oh.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Klubnik. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive.
So it would be 99.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll throw it on first down. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many good opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time
I dropped
plays.
like 8 back.
Plays like that present themselves and receivers are open. As a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they'll pin their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They're throwing for it on 4th down.
Stopped.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson.
First
Excellent
down.
job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be. And there you go.
That's fast enough.
First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. And we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Pressure coming. And the
good defense.
makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Up in 8-7 back with a spell.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to push their way into the end zone on 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. First down here for the offense. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it through this defense. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard.
Definitely don't want to run that way.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Complete.
The completion well past the stick.
That's not a catch. That is not a catch.
Bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's a catch?
And they're showing their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own
Wow.
game. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early.
I don't know how
We're
that's a
gonna do
catch.
this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the
Run to the other
Beavers
side.
will snap it on 1st and
That's
10.
fine with me.
Takes the handoff. It's Jordan.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They go right back to it. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And this is why a lot of offensive coaches are okay.
He might challenge him. He might overswing that.
Not being too aggressive, because when you try to make things happen, sometimes disaster strikes. And you just saw it right there.
And
Peace.
sends the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
From the
Doofus.
gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll stop just short
Inches.
of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run
That's
the
wet.
ball overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down early
this
in
is-
the game,
this is
they'll
what's the
try
name?
a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. The Nittany Lions get it past the sticks.
Man, those plays are frustrating on defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Buys a little extra time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot.
Hasn't
He's
got to get
taken down. He'll lose a couple.
field goal
The
range.
Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the defense is there
Should be
to
good
stop
enough.
him short of the 1st
Yep.
down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Should actually run him.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal.
Oh my lord. Thing went up so fast, man.
Good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
So fast. Too long. so you know you
And
can
the
make it.
Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Ayuk. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys
That's
in
a
the
beast.
first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Steps away. That's a nice pickup to give them
Hit
some
stick.
breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
She got pulled down.
That's how you earn
Probably
your
do.
first down the hard way. Really good job by the QB, dropping back to pass, scrambling, getting the first down, but taking a big shot at the end.
On the run, it's Jordan. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. They'll run for it on 4th
Let's
down.
go.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again.
They'll go with him, man.
Situation in this game.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
The give from the gun. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. First down to start the drive after the break. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Jordan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Quarterback moving. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone.
Let's get it.
And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
Good job, Ennis.
Late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative and they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And beast flood play.
He'll try to tack on one more.
So see if he actually cooked him off.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive.
Easy.
And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ayuk. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
We're not giving up a big play. So.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time they
What was that?
some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football.
Short stuff.
Aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some fans.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Coming after him.
Yep.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He's going to take off. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Here's a throw downfield late.
Great job.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with the completion.
Looking to the big tight end. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Done.
And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The defense still has 3 timeouts. Let's see if they force the issue and make this quarterback try to kneel down again. Let's see what they've got on second down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Backing up and backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, and David, moving forward, they're going to have to play better on that side of the ball.
I think it looked more like an offensive struggle, not a defensive struggle. They definitely brought their A game, but listen, all you needed was enough points. Win, advance, build some confidence, find some things with this offense down the road that you do better.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Man. That wasn't open. Thing just what drags? Maybe. Oh. So. Nice. 2-guard too. $99. Come on, get there. Locked? Yeah, barely. 6. Slot receiver.